What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of the Jolly Roger podcast. I am one of the 6 hosts. Starting off with me, it's Ty here.
It's Caden.
It's Caden.
Corey.
Carter.
Viso.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
got it.
Viso joining us via Zoom.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, we have a fire episode for you, fellas. Let's get right into it, starting with NFL free agency. Obviously, most of us here are from Chicago. So let's start it off. What do you guys have to say about the Chicago Bears?
Well, we got a lot to talk about here. So I guess we could start at the beginning, right? TJ Edwards on an absolute steal of a deal.
What
Was it?
12 mil guaranteed? Something like that?
Something like that. 12.5 million.
It's something small.
But
It's not a lot.
absolute chump change. And so I know that you made the point earlier in the week that they signed 2 middle linebackers, but I didn't think of this at the time, but have you ever heard of a 3-4 defense?
I didn't say anything about 2 linebackers.
2 middle linebackers.
I didn't say that.
TJ Edwards is an outside linebacker.
Either
No,
way,
TJ, he's a
they
middle
might be
linebacker.
switching up the whole defensive scheme.
I was looking at something and had him at outside linebacker.
He doesn't play outside linebacker.
Well,
Philly Ben, why don't you give us a rundown on TJ Edwards' play?
All right. So, as none of you know, his deal was 3 years, 19 million, 12 million guaranteed, so 6.5 per year. As Temple has said. TJ Edwards is a very not the fastest linebacker. He's just there to make tackles, and that's about it. He's a good run
That's what
stuffer.
linebackers are.
His pass zone is lacking, man is lacking, but he's good. He's good to blow up some holes.
Oh, is he? So is it a bad idea for the Bears to play him an outside linebacker and have him come off the edge?
Yes, because
Just a tackler?
he has no pass rush. If you don't want to,
I have a hard time believing everything that you're saying because if he had none of that, he probably wouldn't be in the NFL. He's got to be good at something.
Meets, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Who was the Bear? Temple, you can't answer this. Who was the leading? Who had the most sacks for the Bears?
When?
No, what do you mean when? This last year?
Okay, that's something to clarify. Was it oh God, I can't remember his first name. Muhammad?
No.
Who was it?
It's not
Jaquan Brisker.
Yeah.
It's your safety.
Really?
You brought in.
Was it
you-
Brisker? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
You brought in no pass rushers, and you brought in 2 middle linebackers. You know, same problems on defense.
They do run. If the sack leader for the Bears was a safety, it means they run a lot of blitzes. So maybe bringing in 2 linebackers
He
would
had
help.
3
with
sacks,
that.
I think.
Who?
Jaquan Brisker.
Wait, it was 3 or 4, right?
Yeah, it was something low.
It was something. It wasn't a lot. Corey, you checking it?
No.
Here, I'll check it.
Yeah,
You're the
You're the stats guy.
stats guy. On my computer.
Either way, we can move on to the
Temple,
next
I have my computer if you want to use that for stats.
the next linebacker
I need my
signing,
computer.
who was, I want to say, was it Tremaine Edmonds? Now
Great signing.
that is a great signing, and
Why about it?
yeah. So what do you think about that one?
4 years, 72 million for a middle linebacker.
That is a lot of
is
money.
abs-
I will give you
There's
that.
a lot
A lot of millions.
He is not worth that.
Listen, they say we overpaid, but we have the money. We have the cap space.
You
That doesn't
realize
mean you should blow it
doesn't
on
mean we should
players
there's
that
a
are
free agency class next year.
You go, Temple. I got you computer for being.
I got it.
You know what? I will say this. At least they spent that money on a positional
That
need.
position they needed. Yeah.
Because
Young
in the past,
linebackers.
Ryan Pace, he would go out there and spend money on people that we did not need whatsoever.
That's very true.
So I will give, Poles a big round of applause for that because at least he's, recognizes what the Bears actually need to do to improve.
Interesting take.
With that being said, that he did sign 2 middle linebackers, but at least we don't have to use any draft capital on that now.
Exactly.
So-
They could use that 9th pick to go get Paris Johnson out of Ohio State
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I like that.
because we need.
That's actually good. That's a good take, Templeton.
Oh,
I was a little surprised by your knowledge.
Temple, I would not be surprised whatsoever if Peter Skoronsky is still there. If he is there, would you rather the
No.
Bears take him?
No,
You'd rather have
Paris-
Paris
no,
Johnson?
I'd rather Paris
Johnson.
Johnson.
Really?
Who did the Saints draft last year? He had the same exact build, the offensive tackle.
as Harris Johnson or?
Yes.
I,
Or no, as both of them. Skoronski.
That's
I have to
correct.
figure this out. None of you know.
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big Saints guy personally. But anyway,
Saints guy.
Oh, Trevor Penning, the dude from Northern Iowa.
yeah, that they do not have any sort of similar build. What are you
Yes, they
talking?
do.
Really? I
Yes,
thought he had like super long arms.
they're both like huge men that are not fast.
Doesn't Trevor Penning have like super long arms though?
I have no idea.
Skoronski's like biggest like flaw, I guess, from all the reports that I've read is that he has like short arms, which is kind of a red flag when it comes to like a tackle, because you generally want your tackle to have long arms to create space.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna be gross though.
Skoronski,
Yeah,
I agree.
he'll be like a worse Rashawn Slater. I know you know him, Meats.
Oh, of course I know him.
6'7", 325.
Yeah, the other dude's like 6'5", 320.
Jeez.
You know, even with
6'4".
How much does he weigh?
6'4".
How much does he weigh? What is it?
6'4" is 315.
It's pretty close.
No, we're gonna say Ty.
so there's one free agent that is still available for the Bears, that being Orlando Brown.
Yes.
I knew that was
And
coming.
he is, I've looked at the list, he's number one on all free agent lists.
So
So if you do go out and sign Orlando Brown and have the 9th pick, does that leave any room for Jalen Carter? Did his draft stock
No,
go
he
down in the
plummeted.
top 10?
He plummeted. He's out of the top 10. I don't think a team would risk that.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think a team would risk
I,
that.
I do have a very interesting take, and I know that nobody is gonna agree with it. Actually, it's not really a take; it's a stat I saw. Who is the Bears' current starting tackle? He was a rookie.
Alex Leatherwood.
No, not Alex Leatherwood, the other guy, the one that actually played.
Tevin Jenkins?
No, the other one. It was like
I get so down on us. What are you going?
No, I didn't know a fucking idea.
Wasn't that Riley Reese?
Riley Reed?
Riley Reed?
Ooh.
Oh, come on.
hold on, I'm gonna find this. Braxton Jones.
That's
Okay.
who it was.
He's
Braxton
donkey.
Jones, I did see this. Braxton Jones was actually rated higher on pass protection last year than Orlando Brown was.
Really?
Yes, for the whole season.
They didn't pass the ball.
That is true.
That was what I was about to mention. While they did not, I wouldn't say that they didn't pass the ball. It's more like just
The first 10 weeks, he averaged like 12 passes.
Like David Montgomery.
He's gone now.
He
I
is
know. You give more opportunities for Justin Fields.
That's not
We
what
don't,
you
we don't
want.
want that.
He's gonna get injured, and then
Yeah.
you're really fucked.
Then what are we gonna do?
Well, shit. Then you bring in who is the backup quarterback?
Nathan Peterman?
Trevor Simeon.
He's out of Northwestern.
That guy got injured.
Oh, shit.
Injured in warm-ups.
Like Kevin Durant.
Yeah. He
God.
strained his oblique in warm-ups, and he
What the
couldn't
hell's
play.
an oblique?
It's like a core muscle. It's on
Every
the side.
time I see Kevin Durant fall from that video, I laugh.
It's so funny.
It's so
That man is made out of paper and sticks.
He looks like paper and sticks. I'm skinny. The man's legs might be smaller than mine.
I don't know. I did think that Braxton Jones stat was pretty interesting.
Yeah, but they do not fucking pass the
You
ball.
realize PFF does not matter.
When you run it on first down for a yard, then get sacked on second down, and then it's third and 13. What do you think's gonna be? Like, come on.
You realize NFL players will pay PFF for them to get higher grades so they can get bigger free agency signing deals?
Well, where are you reading this information?
Google it.
What are you doing?
Google it. I would say PFF isn't that bad.
Google it.
If you look at the top 10 positions, look at the top 10 wide receivers ranked by PFF.
Let's see.
Darnell Mooney number 1.
It's probably going to be like Devontae Smith number 2. Oh, Zay Jones probably number 4.
Oh, come
I was
on.
gonna say Jones.
This list doesn't look terrible.
Where is it?
No, George Pickens is at 4.
George Pickens is not a top 30 wide receiver.
David Bell.
I'm not looking at the same list as you.
David Bell is a 4th string receiver
AJ
on the
Brown,
Browns.
number 1,
No, no.
Tyreek Hill.
Number 5.
Antonio Brown is
Mike
number 1.
Williams.
PFF.
Mike Williams should not be on that list.
We have too much going on.
Stephon Diggs.
What are we reading off?
You said Mike Williams.
Really, you're on the top
He
10
was tied
PFF
for,
players.
for first on stats.
I was looking at player grade. All right,
Justin Jefferson.
Actually, I was doing Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, there was talks about Justin Jefferson getting traded to
He's not being traded.
He's not.
That is so.
To the Chiefs. Oh, good night. Good night to the rest of the league.
OP.
That would have to get
They
via.
just cleared a bunch of stuff. They just got rid of Juju.
Oh no.
Or they
They
let
did?
Juju was on a scrub contract.
He didn't since when? God, I need
Juju?
to.
Just like 5 hours ago.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to catch up.
3 years, I think 30 something.
3.
Fully overpay.
So I said 3.
Yeah, 33. Yeah,
Million to the Patriots.
They paid
pretty good deal.
Schuster over $10 million a year.
Yes.
Holy smokes!
How's that a bad?
Just for
Just
Zappy
for
to get
Corvette,
killed.
Corvette.
Yeah, just for Zappy to get killed every.
Cooper Cup.
Yep.
Anyway,
What would you guys give the Bears teammate grade right now?
teammate.
Or not
grade?
teammate
Teammate
grade?
grade?
Over. I'm too busy.
Free agency signing?
Yeah, right now.
Overall?
Too much 2K?
Too much 2K. Sorry.
Their
Overall grade right now.
free agency grade.
Yeah, just overall grade right now.
I'll say A minus B
You,
plus.
you didn't even bring up their best signing.
shit!
I need to take a class with your teacher.
Hey, minus.
I give him a solid
B.
C
I give him a
plus.
B.
The Bears
Yeah.
compared to every NFL team is a D.
I was
That
just
is a
saying grade overall.
Very hot take.
Yeah,
Oh,
a D.
A D?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got DJ Moore also. Remember that?
Name me teams that are better than them.
This funny.
I mean, worse.
The Texans.
Shitters.
Okay, the Texans. Yes.
Yeah, the Cardinals.
No.
Panthers are.
How are you gonna put the Cardinals above the Bears?
That's
Kyler Murray, DeAndre
I
Hopkins,
don't give a
James
fuck who
Conner,
the
Zach
quarterback is.
Ertz.
I'm taking it. Big fucking deal. They have the world's biggest toddler running around at quarterback.
You have a brain dead offensive coordinator who will call run, run, pass like Iowa. Your defense couldn't stop a female football team.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's not really fun when you have to watch Iowa on Saturday and then the Bears on Sunday. It's just,
Yeah, that's
it's a
pretty
depressing
rough.
day.
That's pretty.
It's a depressing.
It was
weekend.
the first year of a new system and they had no players. I'm gonna give them a break.
We got DJ Moore now too. Come on, come on.
Doesn't matter if you don't know
Drop
the
them.
ball.
That is a great. I will
I
give,
will not give the Bears a
I
B
will
plus.
give that specific trade an A plus.
Yeah, I'll give that.
That was a great.
That was an absolute steal because the Panthers are going to be dog shit next year. So that pick will probably be a top 10 again. So they're basically getting 2 top 10 picks.
So the Panthers will be dog shit.
The Panthers
Yes.
are not gonna be
They're gonna win their division.
Look at their who are their
Yeah, The
quarterbacks?
Saints,
They
the
just-
Bucks, the Saints, the Bucks, and and whatever other teams.
That
are
is
there.
true. That is true.
You
I
realize
did
they
not
were
think about
they
that.
were second this year,
Andy
like
Dalton.
one game out.
Andy. Oh,
The Red Rifle.
the red run.
Yeah, I knew they signed a quarterback. Couldn't think of who it was. And they just signed Booby.
Yeah, they have Miles Sanders.
Booby. I think there was a tight
Miles
end.
Sanders
Who they
is not
signed?
bad.
Who's the
Yeah,
quarterback?
and they signed
They're-
Hayden first.
Who's the
Yeah, their
quarterback?
defense is gross.
He's not bad. He's not
No,
good.
he didn't hurt.
He'll get the job done.
Eh,
Okay,
He's a
that
top
doesn't
10
mean
tight
that
end.
the
Rob
job-
Gronkowski.
the job done doesn't mean that your team's going to be good. You can
Their-
get the
their
job done and
division
finish 2 and
sucks.
15.
Their division sucks.
Hayden Hurst
I
is a
think that the
beast.
Saints will beat them twice.
Yeah.
I think the Bucks will beat them once. I think the Falcons will beat them once.
Bakers will.
Meets your NFL knowledge is correlating to your Madden skill right now.
Okay, tell me how you think that the
Pizza, how many
Panthers will
extra
defend.
points?
What? Oh yeah,
Extra points?
64, 67.
I can actually,
At least I come outside, buddy.
I can post the receipts to that on the Instagram.
Okay,
if you want.
can you?
I have a video.
Ask your
I'm gonna
question.
put it
I
right
have a
here.
progression of the 27, or it was like what, 24-0, then 24-24, then it was like 60, just whatever.
I'll put the screenshots right here.
Yeah.
You guys are unbelievable. Unfucking
Wait.
believable.
Meets you realize the Panthers have 2 of the best tackles in the NFL, or one
Yeah,
of them?
no, one of them went to NC State. That's my guy.
No, they have 2. It's Icom and Taylor Moton.
You really just called him Icom.
I don't know what his name is. It's like IKEM.
Oh god, a Kongwu, Icky.
Yeah.
Who?
I know who you're talking. about.
Say his name.
His nickname's Icky.
What's his real name? IKEM. How would you pronounce that?
I'm pretty sure there's an E in the front.
Can you get a fact check on
Yeah, get a fact check
I'll
on
look
it.
at this
A
pronounced.
Congo Panthers tackle.
Put it to Google Speak.
Yeah, go in the Goose.
Oh boy.
He's got to say it.
Holy shit.
I am not trying to pronounce.
Tell me you
I'm
got
not
it.
gonna butcher this.
Kongwu.
So just put it in the Google.
I would say that.
That's a big.
Google Translate.
His nickname. I don't care what his real name is. His nickname's Icky.
Hit the speak button. Everybody be quiet for a second.
Okay.
Less the volume.
That's the volume.
believe you forgot to copy paste it.
Actually, it's command V, not command.
Oh,
Some command C, command V.
Did you command
I'm
C
sorry.
it even?
yeah,
Do you know how to spell it?
yeah, I do. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Holy
I'm getting there.
shit.
I'm getting there. I think that's right.
How about you just go command C, command V it?
Oh no, that's not right.
Click the
On the
damn
Panthers,
speech button, son. Holy.
I can't.
Templeton, on the
Alright.
Panthers official website, his name is IKEM.
1 sec.
Ecom.
Ecom.
That's how Google Translate.
We'll go with that.
Ecom.
But it's detecting that it's Czech, so I doubt
All
that's right.
Let's go to the biggest news of the last 2 days. David Montgomery leaving the Bears to go to the Lions. We'll go down the line. Everybody give their thoughts. Ty, kick it off.
A little bit of the backstory. He went from an Arizona Cardinals fan to a Detroit Lions fan because I'm tired of watching shitters shit. And
Or because JJ Watt retired.
yes, that's a but watching the Detroit Lions actually play and do not that bad with their running back with Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift. So what the fuck are you looking at?
DeAndre Swift was injured for 95% of the season.
I agree. 'Cause
Everyone-
I traded your bitch asses.
I swooped you.
Hi, if a running back doesn't play for 90% of the season,
And you give me D-Hop too. Remember that, buddy? Get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was still first in the league. Did I
that's
lose?
a robbery.
Yeah.
I had a great record. Okay, back
Oh,
on
just like who's the champion?
meat bitch. Okay, but this team, Dave Montgomery, was it a fleece? I'd say so. 11 million guaranteed, 18 million a year? Yeah.
It's jump change.
It's a crime.
Hi,
We
can I
live
give you
like TJ Edwards.
Hang on.
I would say.
running backs are the
Let
most,
Bezos speak. Let
He's
Bezos
right
speak.
in there. You jump in.
they're the it's the easiest position to replace in the NFL as a running back.
This is
I don't
true.
care.
All you need to do is draft a running back and bang, he's in.
I do think it's not that big of a deal for the Bears. I think Khalil Herbert will be a good fill-in.
Is that your
Yeah.
take?
I do too, but the 1-2 punch of Monty and Khalil Herbert was what made them good.
True. They weren't
Monty runs like he has a broken leg.
top 3 in the NFL.
He would run up the middle and get
But
5 yards with 3
You
guys.
guys are
trying to-
acting like this is.
Check his yards per carry.
Oh, these guys they were okay.
True.
They went to the
I mean, yeah, yeah, but look how bad the Bears are.
All right, Glenn, what's your take on this?
It's disappointing, man.
I'm with you on that.
That's all.
Personally, I was really sad when they franchise tagged Tony Pollard because I really like him. But
Yeah, he's good.
On ACL though.
but I don't, dude.
He's still not.
I hate the Cowboys, but I like Tony Pollard, and I really wanted to.
Can
Usually when the
I-
Bears would go.
Can I get a fuck them cowgirls on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Fuck them Cowgirls. That one's for you, Kale.
Let us know.
Oh man. That wasn't scripted.
No shit.
It was Ty's idea. It was Ty's idea. Don't come at me.
All right.
Okay.
Go Ty's idea to do that.
Okay, guys.
B, so what's your take on the David Montgomery situation?
I mean, I would have rather had just DeAndre Swift and what's his backup's name? Josh. They have 2 players with the I think it's Josh Reynolds as their third string last year.
Yeah.
The D2 powerhouse.
Yeah, I would rather just had Swift and him. 2 completely different running backs, a power back like Jamal Williams, like Josh Reynolds, and DeAndre Swift, a receiving back and an elusive back. But now you have 2 very similar running backs.
Yeah, because
I would call it Montgomery.
I would focus on the younger running back, DeAndre Swift.
Basically
It's very simple.
replace Jamal Williams.
yeah.
You want to like progress DeAndre Swift. It's a very simple thing.
I agree with you to some extent, but at the same time, it's really hard to put all your eggs in one basket after he's coming off an injury like he did last year. Like you can't just expect him to carry the entire running back load like he's able to when he's healthy, but
Christian
not
McCaffrey.
really like that.
What do you think?
Christian McCaffrey's in a league of his own. You can't even compare it to.
He's a
He
different.
came off of an ACL injury.
That man can basically play receiver.
He is a receiver.
He can play
He can
any
play.
offensive.
Yeah, he's
position.
He had a
He's
passing,
like-
rushing, and receiving touchdown in one game.
Because he gets like 30 touches a game.
play.
That's Bezo playing Madden.
If you're getting 30 touches a game, you're going to get injured, and that's what happened. And now look when he came back. He came back weeks before he should have, and bang.
I agree with you. Christian McCaffrey is a phenomenal player, but DeAndre Swift is not Christian McCaffrey.
DeAndre Swift is not. He's nice with it. I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he is, but it just
Lisa, how do you feel about Saquon Barkley? Is he nice with it?
He's nice with it.
He's
Are you-
standing for the.
Are you
flag
taking
over there.
Saquon or Christian McCaffrey?
For like a win now or like a rebuild.
Uh
Right now?
it's the same answer for both.
either. I mean, like, come on. Well, give us both your takes.
If I was on a rebuilding team, I would want Saquon. If I was on a win now team, I'd want McCaffrey because McCaffrey's contract is expiring and he's gonna want a lot more money than Saquon.
Yeah, but Christian McCaffrey is the kind
Yeah,
of
but
player
what?
that can carry you to wins.
Yeah, I'm not paying a running back that much money. It's not a position of need.
If his name is Christian McCaffrey, I'm paying him that much money.
Yeah.
He's
I remember when he played Iowa. First play,
Yeah, and
it's like 75 yards to the house.
it was a kick return touchdown.
Yeah.
In the Rose Bowl. Very sad.
Very, very sad. Hurdle over a guy, made us look like idiots.
Well, just like what Saquon did, but on the sideline against 4 Iowa linebackers.
That'll do it.
Yeah, you guys know about Saquon a lot.
And you should know he is insane when he's healthy.
When he's healthy.
He's arguably one of
That's-
he's
That's something you could say about any running back in the entire NFL is when
No.
they're healthy, they could be good. But it's that the running back position is all about your ability to stay healthy. Completely.
Miles Sanders. Never injured. Why isn't he good?
He is good.
He's good.
he's really not.
He had 1,200 yards last year.
Because look how many carries a game he got.
That's what I'm saying. But if you have a running back that can do that, that's a good player
Hey,
to
do you
have.
realize what you need to average to get 1,200 yards? It's like 67 yards a game.
I think it might be a little bit more than that.
It was 62.5 to reach 1,000 last year, and you increased a game.
Okay. Still, I mean, if you have a player that can stay on the field for all 17 games, that means that you don't have to have a bunch of other guys to fill in that position.
He didn't.
Exactly. Because they didn't need to.
He hurt his ankle.
He played like the whole season.
He liked the whole season and played the entire season are two completely different statements.
So you're telling me you'd rather have 3 injury-prone running backs than one that will stay healthy and play?
Well, yeah, because I played 2 of them in equal reps and rest the other.
Oh my God. Okay.
Swish.
If you're saying I'd rather have 2 Miles Sanders or 3 injury-prone Miles Sanders, I'm taking the 3.
Okay. I don't understand your logic behind that at all.
Running backs are not important.
Eh,
It is the most. I'd rather have a better. I'd rather have a good kicker than a good. I'd rather have a good long snapper than a good running back.
This is good smoking.
That is a very hot
It's
take.
supposed
I would
to
agree with you that it's a very replaceable
not.
position.
It is the most easily replaceable position in the NFL.
I'm not disputing that at all, but I'd rather have a running back that stays healthy so I don't have to keep replacing him.
I don't know, man. That's all. I mean, I feel like any running back you take from the NFL draft will be okay.
Yes.
I'm not disputing that, but I'd rather only have to pick one running back from
Isaiah
the NFL
Ponchero?
draft.
Yeah.
That is good.
Isaiah
He's
Ponchero.
gonna be good. He's gonna be good next year. Like really good.
Where did he go? Rutgers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the Rookies.
Fifth round pick.
Shout
I think.
out Shout out Rutgers.
All right. I do have one more
I think we
free
should.
agency signing that I want to talk about. One more, and that is Taylor Heineke to the Falcons. I don't understand that signing
Terrible.
at all. I think
Hell,
it
Lisa
is
liked it. Look at this.
the most clueless signing of all time. Go ahead, Biso. What do you have for us this time?
He was signed to be the backup quarterback.
They have
And he-
Mariota and Ritter.
Mariota was released.
Huh?
Mariota was released
When?
a long time ago. That's why he was. You realize he left the team like 2 weeks to like the end of the
Oh,
season.
that's correct.
Because
But
they've
either way,
Desmond Ridder-
first they wanted to go get Lamar Jackson. Then they wanted to draft somebody, and now they have Taylor Heineke, and Desmond Ritter. Like I feel like they have no direction.
Desmond, young rookie. Tyler, very old. He's like 31. He has experience. He's there to coach, and he's a very, very good backup quarterback.
I agree with that, but
Then why is it a bad
are
signing?
Are they going after Lamar Jackson? if
No.
he's available, or
No,
are they?
they're-
going-
Did you see what they already said? They're not going after him anymore.
No, the Falcons are going.
I don't understand.
Everybody
the
said that they
Falcons.
weren't going after him because they're trying to lower his value.
What do you mean, everyone?
Like all the teams that were supposedly going to be in the running,
Like
Or-
the Jets and the Falcons, and that's it.
Panthers.
They don't have the money.
That's it's okay.
No money, no money.
If you want a 24 or 23-year-old quarterback for 1 year, it's your choice. But I'd rather have him on a long year contract. But if you want to be a meat girl and do that, you can do that.
I mean, it's Lamar Jackson. I don't know.
Pay
how-
him,
I
pay him
don't
like
think there's a single team in the NFL that wouldn't want to have him.
the Chiefs,
Okay, yeah.
the Chargers.
Within,
Eagles.
within reason, dumbass.
The Eagles.
So about half of the NFL because they have suitable
A
quarterbacks.
team that has a quarterback need. Let me clarify that.
A quarterback, I'd say a quarterback under contract. I'm not paying him that much money to be a running back.
He's a former MVP.
Yeah, keyword is former. What happened to that season?
He's
Lost in the
entering
playoffs.
prime.
Lost in the playoffs. What do you do? What do you do the next year? Lost in the playoffs. What do you do the next year? Lost in the playoffs. What do you do the following year? Didn't
Team
make the
that
play.
makes the playoffs except the one loses in the playoffs.
Guess who it was?
I'm sorry, there's just heartbreak.
Name if they've ever made the AFC what is it called? The AFC what is it? Conference finals?
You know that we weren't listening.
We're more
AFC.
to be honest with you.
The Bulls literally just
The
lost
De'Aaron Fox heartbreak.
at the buzzer.
De'Aaron Fox just
Oh really? Not surprised.
They just
Let's see if the Sixers beat the Cavs in Cleveland.
Shut up, bitch. No one
I highly
cares.
doubt it.
I'm tired
Um,
of the Sixers.
All right.
Fox makes me
Should we move on to the next topic?
Oh, the Sixers won in Cleveland.
By 9.
Hmm. Embiid at 36. Classic.
We gotta go quick if we're doing
Back to
that.
Embiid.
Ty,
Oh, I
Ty
I
did
got
say-
a game for us. That's
Here's their game if you want to.
Okay.
Let's run this.
So, as we know, Jimmy Garoppolo signed with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a list of 10 quarterbacks, and you guys are going to tell me if you would rather have this quarterback or Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
You're asking if I'd rather have a sack of shit.
That is a stupid expression.
I hear it. Let's see it.
All right, let's hear it.
Bro,
No, you have to say his contract as well. Say his contract.
number one. would you
No,
rather
say his-
have
say his
Jared
contract.
Goff or Garoppolo?
Jared
Goff.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Massage Watson or Jimmy
Wait.
Garoppolo?
Hang on.
Massage Watson.
Massage Watson.
Hold on, tell me.
Pause. Did you say Jimmy Garoppolo?
I did.
Over Jared Goff.
Top 10 in most quarterback.
Jared Goff's nasty.
He is that.
He was
I'm not a-
really good.
I'm not a Jared Goff fan.
I'm a big Jared Goff fan.
You're a Jimmy Garoppolo fan?
I am a Jimmy Garoppolo fan.
He's there to pull in teenage girls to go to the games. That's all he's there for.
He's pretty much Kelly Oubre Jr. You gotta love it.
Yeah, and he sucks.
I do think Jimmy Garoppolo is a good quarterback, but I don't think he's
Oh, my.
A good quarterback?
Who's next?
He's below mid.
Number three.
We didn't go to number two.
Number two is Massage Watson.
Yes, it's not. Deshaun Watson's a top 10 quarterback.
Can I ask you something, Tyler?
Yeah.
Why are you putting out random quarterbacks that they had no chance of getting?
He's just talking about
This is
quarterbacks.
the quarterback.
I want to do superstars.
I'm gonna take
It's-
I'm gonna take Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. All right, number three.
I'd probably take Jimmy G.
I'm
too.
taking
I
Jimmy G.
Over Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
No, over. Are we down?
Yeah,
Look
he's on Massage Watson.
The guaranteed
Oh, no, I'm
contract.
taking
the
I'm
Browns
taking the
handed that guy.
masseuse.
He's just not it anymore.
I don't
The
want any
masseuse?
problem.
Yeah, that's too much problems.
Because he learned a playbook in like a month and then had to lead a shitty offensive team. Okay.
All right.
Continue.
Team. Okay. Number three. This one's going to be the.
This-
This one's going to be Jimmy G. Number three is Dak Prescott.
Back.
Jimmy G all
Stop
day.
the Dak
You know what?
slander.
Turnover machine.
I
Okay.
Yeah, but
despise Dak Prescott.
Yeah, me too.
personally.
Turnover
I thought he
machine.
was a good player.
Look at Jimmy Garoppolo's numbers.
That was
Look
on
at his
the-
touchdown.
He led us to the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, but would you like to remind me
It
why
can't be that
Dak
bad.
Prescott won man?
Well,
of
we're
the-
taking now Jimmy, not prime Jimmy G. We're taking now
That was
Jimmy G.
2 seasons.
Jimmy
2 or 3
G
seasons
last
ago.
year, Beasto, had 16 touchdowns to 4 interceptions.
That is still.
Simple.
He was also.
great.
Tell me
Those
why
are still great
Dak Prescott got man of the year last year.
I don't know, man.
Oh no, you don't
I don't
know.
know. He's one of his ass.
I don't know.
He's gonna tell you why you got
I don't
banned.
know, man.
He knows.
Dak, that is
Yeah,
absurd.
he gifted the most interceptions out, so it gave
That
him
is absurd.
Kai, who's the next?
You're
player?
taking Jimmy Garoppolo over
Or
Dak.
Taylor Heineke.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy
Jimmy
G.
G.
That's
Jimmy G.
that's easier.
Okay, number 5, sorry, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker.
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 Okay,
Baker.
number 6.
Heath, what'd you say?
I said Jimmy G instead
Oh,
of
you're an idiot.
I like Baker, but I'd rather have Jimmy G personally. He's
Why?
a more safe option.
Baker's got a higher upside though.
He does, but Jimmy G's a safe option.
What did Baker do the week he signed with the Rams?
What do you do
He
the week
did.
after that? What
What'd
did
he
he do
do?
the week after that?
Got soft.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
He had to learn a playbook in 4 days.
So that's even he should have been
Yeah,
better
he
the
should've been
second
better
week.
than-
You don't learn an entire playbook in 4 days.
Your logic has absolutely
Alright, I'm saying.
Ladies.
What is this
Calm
kid
down.
talking about?
Calm down.
Number 5, number 5.
Heath, you are so
Number
Number
6.
6 is Mac Jones.
Jimmy G.
Oh man, that's
Mac
actually
Jones.
those two
It
players are very
depends. Am I
comparable.
rebuilding or am I like
No, this is
To
just
win.
you're signing.
Straight up,
quarterbacks.
right up.
Jimmy G.
To win now, Jimmy G.
Jimmy
win
G.
now, Jimmy G?
Mac Jones has too many
Okay.
problems.
Number 7, Danny Dimes.
Daniel Jones.
I think I want
Give me Daniel Jones.
He should have won most improved over Geno Smith.
He's a dimer, man.
All right. Number 8, Russell Wilson.
Ross.
Jimmy G. I don't-
Jimmy G.
Russell Wilson's an absolute prick.
He's a shit. He's a little shit.
He thinks he's God on earth.
Look at the injuries on his team.
Look at the way he played.
Look at Jimmy Garoppolo. All he had to do is hand the ball off
I'm not
and
saying
throw
that.
it to George Kittle.
I'm not saying Russell Wilson's as like a player. Like I'm not saying he plays like shit. I'm saying as a person, like he's a piece
Yeah.
of shit.
No, yeah, that's what I meant too. I
Broncos
still don't
country.
think he's a great player. I think with a better team, the Seahawks, he pretty much always had pretty decent teams.
He was the same player on the Seahawks as he was with the Broncos last year.
I don't really
I don't
agree with
agree
that,
with
but
Next,
All right. Number 9, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew
Ooh.
Stafford.
that's a good one.
I'm on Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, I'm going Stafford too. I'm a huge Stafford guy, so
You love the stats.
Jimmy G.
I do really like Stafford. I think he's a good player.
Piso, Jimmy G.
He carried
Yeah.
my good team for a couple years.
Did you say pizza or Jimmy?
Piso said Jimmy G.
For who was it?
I thought you said pizza or
Stafford.
Jimmy.
Stafford.
I'm taking Stafford.
I'm taking Stafford.
This is the last one. Would you rather have Jimmy Garoppolo or Ryan Tannehill?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
Ryan Tannehill, all he can do is tackle.
Oh, me so that's
I'm taking Jimmy.
It's such a bad take. Oh,
What do you
my
gotta say about
God.
Ryan Tannehill?
He's an above average quarterback, and Jimmy Garoppolo is average at best.
Ryan Tannehill's not above average.
I would say Ryan Tannehill's a system quarterback.
Fucking stats.
So is Jalen Hurts, according to the entire population.
So is who?
Jalen Hurts. He's a system
That system
quarterback.
did pretty much work exactly to his strengths, which is what every NFL team should be doing. So I don't think it's wrong, but I also don't think that's the only reason he's good. You could put a good quarterback in a shitty system, and they won't be as good as if they were in a good system. So like it kind of plays in hand.
Sure.
All right, that does it for Would You Rather.
This is a great segment, Ty. Thank you.
Great segment.
I like that. Thanks, buddy. My turn.
Orlando Brown signed with the
All right,
Bengals.
my question of the day. It has
Orlando
absolutely
Brown?
nothing to do with sports. Okay.
Oh, great.
This one, it's a little out there. I kind of came up with it in sitting at Taco Bell. So, would you rather have unlimited free trips anywhere in the United States for the rest of your life?
To Cabo?
Your mother's cooter?
United States,
Does that include like territories? in the
or
US?
I wanna go visit all my
a
favorite.
free trip once a year to anywhere in the world for 1 week for the rest of your life?
Okay,
For
so
a week?
let me
It's
read
so
it.
easy.
So free trips anywhere in the US.
Yes, you
For
basically
life.
for life. You
Whenever
don't
you
have to
want.
pay for anything, so you can basically fly around the United States as much as you want. You don't even have to own a house.
Okay, or anywhere in the world once.
Once a year,
Or once a year. for
once a
1 week.
year for the rest of your life.
For 1 week.
I
It's
can't.
not a hard question.
Pisa, what's
I
your
agree
answer?
with
Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Piso,
Piso.
come on.
The United States.
All right, Ty.
United States.
Simple.
Personally, I'm gonna go with the 1 week in
Keep it.
the world.
It's 1 week.
Okay, my bucket list thing to do is to explore the world. I want to go see other countries so bad. That's
Well,
all.
that's gonna. You realize
Got
What are
him.
you, 18?
What'd you say?
You're 18, right?
Still,
You realize how many?
free.
Yeah, but it's once a year.
Okay.
That doesn't mean he can't go.
I
Like,
doesn't mean I
4
can't
times
go
a
to
year,
more
it's just free
times.
once.
It's just free once.
All right, well, Glenn's.
I'm agreeing with him because the only time I feel like I'm gonna travel in the US is for like work. So I would
Yeah.
just rather do that than go out somewhere else for.
God damn, buddy, how much money? You know, expensive. The only time I'm gonna travel within my own
Well, it'd
country
be
is for
expense.
work.
It'd be expense.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to travel just for
Yeah,
no reason.
that's true.
I'm gonna take the free flight to America.
Okay.
Cause I think like, I mean, with everybody in my family living everywhere, it's pretty free for me, gotta take the free expenses.
The one thing for me too is like with the United States, you really don't even have to own a house. You could travel all you want. Your hotels would be paid for because it's free. You could just travel around the country all you want.
It'd be
Right.
awful not to have a home though.
I'm just saying, like, if you really wanted to,
Literally homeless.
you could like live on the road. That's what I'm saying. But for me, that's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Not bad.
For me, I think I would take the one international trip a year for a week, just because like
So we tied 3-3.
you could drive in the United States. You
Exactly.
cannot drive to Japan.
Since we're tied 3-3, those of you who are watching and made it this far, let us know in the comments what you think.
Keep in mind price.
I got you, fellas.
It should be US, I think.
It's very hard. It's a hard choice.
That's a good question. Thanks for I like that question.
Good job, Mike. Is that gonna do it, fellas? Should I close it out?
You say you got something to say?
What?
You have anything to say?
Yeah, keep in mind the price of the trip.
What?
What do you mean the price of the trip?
Oh,
Like a trip to Europe versus a trip around in the United States.
Yeah, it's way more expensive to go to Europe than in the United States. And
Yeah, but if I'm going for free anywhere I want in the United States versus one
where
week
would you
there
go in the United States, that's so awesome.
to see my family, to I don't know, go literally anywhere I want. I can pick any place of my choosing.
Oh God. Fuck. All right, fellas, we're gonna end it right there. Thank you for watching this
just
episode.
remember next week we're all gonna be on Zoom again. So
Yeah.
this is a one-time special thing until the summer. See ya. Peace, everybody.
Oh my God.